Hi, we're going over the UC's activity list. It's something which you will see added to your list of essays to work on. So when you go into your portal, now this is a student, I'm taking a much younger student, so he doesn't have a whole lot of essays to write. He actually has no essays to write. He's a much younger student, but it'll give you a flavor of the concept of the where this essay is lying. It's like the brag sheet when you go into the essays. Because there are no other schools assigned for the student, the only one list I see is the other essays. And in the other essays, I can see a UC's activity list. Now, each of you seniors, you're probably seeing more than this. You're seeing the brag sheets, the resume, and the USC activities list, which you've already submitted. So the format of submission is similar to what you did for the brag sheets, which is you see this content over here for UC activities list. It's a lot of content here, but it becomes very clean when you go in. And when you click on looking at the actual submission for this UC activities list, it'll actually open up into a pretty simple document, and the process very similar to upload it. So you can read up details, what they're expecting for you for the different types of activities, the honors, educational preparation, other courses, volunteering. There's 6 basic activities that you have. And what you want to do is you have to take your Common App activities like this, like things that you created for the Common App, and you basically map each of your Common App activities to the format in the in this UC, where do you go? Okay, right here. So you've mapped it in these 6 options. So, any work you've done, like, for example, in this case, this person has worked in athletics, work experience. There's work experience over here. I would take whatever is written in the work experience verbatim and move it into the work experience. So, for example, look at my guidance of, how you want to maintain the order of giving these details. The reason I spent a lot of time explaining this is because you see that a special beast, guys. They do expect things done a certain way, and more than that, they don't get your teacher recommendations. So you really are doing self recommendations. So what you would do is, for example, the very first one that we chose. So if you look at the examples, like you've got, for example, for work experience, they are asking you describe briefly the company organization you worked for. Okay. This main focus, maybe you could add something a little more glorious, which makes you look smarter in the process. You have 250 characters. Don't just say I worked at Jamba Juice. Talk about how employees are mentored over there, or how the organization takes pride in mentoring everybody, and the job responsibilities. Now in the job responsibility, you could use simply what you wrote in the very crunched format in the Common App, which I think is not a bad idea. If it's something which is reasonably clean, understandable, use this in the beginning, and then at the end add, so you still have 200 characters left over here after 150 that you copied over. What you could do is add your reflections, what you've learned, what something new you've left behind as a legacy, or what maybe a manager talked about you. Try to put in more like a little bit of a reflection point over there. Okay, so what you would do in this template is at the end over here, so if you're talking about job duties, you would just copy this part from here. Okay, you would call it work experience, pound 1. Then you would put in the details over here based on what we just talked about. Like you could look up a Common App, you could call it detail specialist, assisting, and driver. And then you could put in the details about what the company's main focus is. Then we picked up on, where did it go? What were your responsibilities? So if you're going to write about that, go down here and pick up, start with the Common App CA description first, followed by your reflections. Okay, Good luck, guys. Do this for pretty much all your activities. And when you're finished with the work, basically you literally put it like in a resume form, like the 250 words and 350 words, depending upon whatever you're writing about. The words could be different. Copy it down from here, move it in this direction, create a module one at a time. At the end, when you're done, just click the link to do a submission to your counselor, and you'll be good to go from there.